Good morning, beautiful people. I am back at the park. Things are getting more regular, a little bit more exercise. Still not so much. I'm working into it. But I have so much to share today. Everything is so rich. Oh, look at the fall in Texas. Isn't it pretty? Look at this. Oh my gosh. And the good wood. The good wood. Anyway, okay, today what I want to talk about is light and dark, the shadow self. So our shadow dictates our actions. It's the unconscious part of ourselves that is sabotaging, creating. It really is the force of everything going on. And it's not bad. That's the most important thing I want you to know. My favorite teacher, up until now, still my favorite teacher, taught me that when you stand in both, your shadow and your light, you're whole and powerful and unshakable. And not to be ashamed of the darkness. Darkness has gotten a really bad rap. Black versus white. It also goes into skin color. Like somehow, if you have a darker skin color, you are nefarious. Oh, thank you guys. That's not the deal. So over the years, here's Big Mama. Over the years, I've learned to differentiate, to see the darkness in a different way. I'm just gonna chill out with Mom real quick. To see the darkness in a different way. The darkness is where everything comes from. It's the womb of reality. It's mother. It's the divine feminine power. The darkness is not evil. People fear the darkness because it's the unknown, the unseen. And a lot of times what's in the darkness is what you brought with you. Because there wasn't anything there until you were there and you gave it shape and you gave it form. Okay? So my particular darkness, I have a very lovely dragon. Love you, Mama. I have a very lovely dark dragon, and she is very destructive. And this is a part of me that is powerful. So for years and years and years, I've tried to cover her up with light. I've tried to pretend that she doesn't exist and to be the sweetest, kindest, goodest little girl I could possibly be. But it's not me. Not all of me, anyway. And underneath the surface is, oh, look how pretty Mama is. Anyway, underneath the surface is the darkness, is the powerful side. And mine personally really is a killer. Just gonna be honest. I mean, there's a flip that switches in my brain, and this is a family trait. This is all of my family. All my sisters and me. Watch out. When this switch flips, I go into pure destructive mode. Seek and destroy. And this shadow is built from pain and anger. So much anger. So much pain. Not only from me, but from my ancestors. Ooh, pause. Okay, so just found a snake on the trail. That was fun. I don't know if you can see her. Hold on, let me see if I can get. Hi, pretty Mama. Hi. She's not poisonous. Not a triangle head. No rattler, which here is a big deal. We have diamondbacks. Anyway, I guess that's what my shadow looks like when it's healthy. Instead of being a giant man-eating dragon, she's a cute little snake with no rattle and no harmful poisons. But anyway, the pain and anger I'm talking about is ancestral trauma. And just to be honest, I adopted things from the world. My mama raised me on The Wizard of Oz. So Judy Garland's pain was integrated. I can't explain to you why, but I just picked it up. I think it's because of my mother's own pain and suffering at the hands of men. So lately, this is going to be a long one, y'all. Just heads up. Lately, I've been reading more stories of women who have overcome abuse and adversity at the hands of men and the patriarchy. And y'all, it's real. It's been here for thousands of years. It's real. So my shadow is built by Judy Garland and Marilyn Monroe and countless others that were beautiful, amazing creatures that were destroyed by pain and fear caused by domination, control, judgment, disallowance. All of these things are still here. One of my favorite posters, or, influencers, I guess, just posted a video of two women making fun of a fat woman. Really? Yeah, because that's still a thing these days, is if you weigh more than, size 0 to 4, there's going to be somebody out there criticizing you, and it's not about you, it's about them. So that's part of my shadow as well. Abuse, control, use. What is the word? Where you take control of somebody and profit from them. So this book I'm reading is absolutely bringing all of those pieces out. And it's so funny because the character is, she's going through her good girl, bad girl choice, right? She learned to be a good girl. And my good girl has been covering up for my dragon for years. Because when I was little, my dragon was just free. She's chomping down on everybody, screaming at the top of her lungs, throwing real hissy fits, which I did as an adult too, by the way. In all honesty and transparency, my ex-husband had to live through some temper tantrums, right? Some real temper tantrums. So I don't throw those anymore. But my shadow is still there. She is still real. And instead of eating men, I eat chocolate and carbs. And I'm actually okay with this. That's the thing, is like, it's not about deleting the shadow. It's about bringing it into the light, loving it, cherishing it, and healing all of that anger and pain that fuel it, right? Because when we do that, I don't know if you got to see the pretty snake, but she was general gray, about 2.5 feet, I think. Our giant, scary, venomous dragons just turn into these normal, adorable things that probably still scare the crap out of some people, but those people need to be afraid. It's amusing. We can learn to be in the world as ourselves, both sides of ourselves. And my shadow is still lethal and destructive. Absolutely. But I recognize triggers. I recognize men who still objectify and try to use women. And I'm really honest, this men's epidemic of loneliness is amusing. Because women have stopped putting up with it. We're just not going to. And as a woman who's been alone for a very long time, I can tell you very clearly, I'm not putting up with it. And you know what? Do you know how I got over being lonely? I learned to love myself. Got some friends. Now, having said that, there are still days. And I don't invite people into my mess in general because I don't know anybody who's capable of sitting with me in it. And that's honesty. I don't even share with my teacher anymore because, to be honest, I don't want to hear the figure it out or fix it. I just don't want to hear it. So I don't share with people for the most part. And that's okay. I'm cool with that. And yes, sometimes it's lonely. But you know what? My peace is worth so much more than having somebody pay the other half of my bills. or being seen as happy by the general public. Anyway, ladies, let's step into those shadows. Let's feel that pain and that anger. Let's let it out and let it transform, alchemize it, so we can be beautiful in both light and dark. I love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day.